Welcome to another episode of Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. Bienvenidas. Aquí estamos, hola, to another live episode of Mujer de Éxito Unbounded, Woman of Success Without Limits. Ojalá que estén muy bien. Yo soy su anfitriona, Marti Angel. I am your host, Marti Angel, and I am so excited that you're here. Today, mujeres, seasoned mujeres like myself. Hola, beautiful mujerpreneurs. I just want to say thank you so much for all the listens, all the downloads. I am so incredibly grateful to each and every one of you. Now today, ahora, we're diving into a topic that's very close to my heart. You see, the other day, I was told that one of my pictures was granny porn. And I'm like, I'm not a grandmother yet, but still, gosh, really? Can we just be nice on social media? So embracing our worth, that's what we are talking about, because that made me feel a little worthless. But today, ahora vamos a hablar, we are going to talk about embracing our worth and navigating. Let me turn up the volume here, and navigating social media with ageless wisdom. Now, I actually wrote a guide about this because it touched me deep in my heart. And I want you to know, quiero que sepan, as we journey through this digital age, it's essential to remember, muy esencial, acordarse y celebrar the unique value that we bring regardless of our age, right? You can't say that because you're young, you're more creative, or you can't say that because you're old, you've got more wisdom, because there's some young people that have wisdom, and there's some older people that have a lot of creativity. So whatever your unique value is, I want you to embrace it, abrázalo, regardless of our age. Now, I can be very, very, very much an ageist, especially toward me when I look in the mirror. Does that ever happen to you guys? ¿Les pasa eso? Se miran en el espejo y en vez de mirar lo bueno, miramos solamente las arrugas. Miramos solamente, oh, qué vieja me miro. Right? And when we look in the mirror, we, instead of looking and saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so excited and grateful that I have this great healthy body. No, what do? We look at ourselves and say, damn, my wrinkles are showing. Damn, I need to do this. And damn, I need to fix that. And look at my nose. I should have gotten a nose job, right? But I want you to remember that if you are a seasoned mujerpreneur, and there are a lot of you guys out there, all of us that are on the edge of that Gen X or the edge of the boomers, right? You're right there in the middle. I call it the cusp. You've got to remember that your life is filled with experiences, hard-earned wisdom, and resilience that only comes from years of dedication like yours and perseverance like mine. Yet despite our accomplishments, mujeres, we often face challenges that test our self-worth. Especially now in the social media digital world age, where anonymity can actually embolden negativity, right? Some people are just so mean. But today, I want to talk, ahora quiero platicar. I want to talk about valuing yourself. I want to talk about how important it is to look in the mirror and say, mira nomás qué hermosa estoy. And that is not bad, right? In fact, don't you remember when you were a little kid and you just felt so good when your mom would come and give you a great big hug and say, and pat you on the little booty and pat you on your merry way and say, "Ay, mijita, you are so beautiful. You are so capable. You are so," we've got to do that now. We've got to do that, mujeres. Even if you have to pat yourself on the booty and say, "Oh, mijita, tú puedes, tú tienes, you're worthy." I am so all about affirmations. Every day I say, I am worthy. I am deserving. I am a money magnet. Money comes easily and effortlessly. I'm so incredibly grateful for each and every one of my days that I wake up with good health. Those are the things I say every morning. So now let's talk about your knowledge and how to deal with negativity in this digital age. It's so important because I don't hear the people out there telling you how to deal with it. Now they say, be nice. That's great. But we've got to know how to deal with this negativity. We've got to start by valuing our experience and our knowledge. Cada mujerpreneur, each and every one of you, tiene una historia. You all have a story. You all have a journey filled with lessons and triumphs and challenges. Siempre tienen el camino de ustedes que han caminado lleno de lecciones, lleno de triunfos, lleno de retos. And this journey has equipped us, mujeres hermosas, chulas, with a whole slew, a litany of invaluable skills and insights that are critical for navigating today's digital world. Our experiencias, mujeres hermosas, chulas, have not only shaped who we are, but also provided us with a unique perspective that younger generations might not yet possess. It's this ageless sabiduría that sets us, the seasoned mujerpreneur, sets us apart and gives us the tools to succeed in the digital arena. Es importante que sepan que por su edad y su juicio tienen mucha sabiduría y muchas herramientas para traer al mundo. However, as we strive to harness social media for business growth, we often encounter on a daily basis, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, we encounter many naysayers who underestimate our capacities, and they creep up everywhere, right? So an example is, I'm starting to grow my Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel. It's not my only channel, but I'm starting to grow it, and I fill it with tips and tricks of, in order to empower you, the mujerpreneur, to gain clarity and focus on who you serve and how you serve so you can up level from brick and mortar to click and order and begin to rock your 6 figures. But the other day, I got a nasty comment, and I hid it, and I shouldn't have hid it, but it said, "Why should I listen to you when you only have," and at that time I only had 500 subscribers, when you only have 500 subscribers. And, it hit me so much so that I erased that I hid that comment. And then I went back and thought, I shouldn't hide those comments. Because everybody starts somewhere. And that was a particularly hurtful comment that rattled me to my core at the point in time where, I was thinking about it, and then I go over to my other social media where I was posting something about the shoes I was wearing, and somebody had the audacity to write, "Hey lady, you're granny porn." At that moment, I felt a wave of vergüenza, self-doubt wash over me. How could someone reduce my decades of hard work and achievements and all my years of formal study, a 3 degrees, and I'm a PhD dropout, all of that reduced to a comment that says, oh, all you're worth is granny porn. Has that ever happened to you? ¿Te ha pasado eso? Well, let me tell you, it's natural to feel disheartened by negative commentators and by negative comentarios, especially when they attack our age or our appearance. Pero mujeres chulas hermosas, that's why I call you chulas hermosas, because I used to say I'm a network marketer, and my team at one point, I'm starting to build a new team. So shameless plug, if you're interested in having me coach you for free and you like health and you like a little bit of wealth, hit me up. And we can chat all about my network marketing venture. But anyway, when I was at the top 10%, it was crucial to remember that the source of the comments, where do they come from? So many people were like, when I was posting up about network marketing, and I don't like it. I don't like to call it multi-level marketing. I like to call it network marketing, because you create a network of family, friends, and all of those. But often people who resort to such hurtful language are projecting their inseguridades, their insecurities, and their frustration onto others. For example, one of the things that we were taught as network marketing is to listen, right? So if you present the opportunity and somebody says, oh no, it is a pyramid scheme, then right then, if you're listening, if somebody says that, that they don't know, right? So instead of saying, no, it's not, if you knew any better, network marketing, pyramid schemes are illegal, and this is not illegal. This company, the one that I chose, has been around for over 30 years. But instead of doing that, you listen. You sit back, you listen, and you listen to their words when you ask them, oh, that's interesting. What would make you say that? Or, oh, that's interesting. There must be a nice story behind that. Can you share? And those are the ways that you then listen to what it is, and then you can kind of chip away at that ice cube. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to get them into your team right away, but I am going to say that you can begin to be that better listener and begin to chip away at those things and those comments. So instead of letting these comments mess with our heads, as I did, we should focus on the positive feedback and support that we receive from our comunidad. That's where our true value lies. Our true value lies in nuestras experiencias, in our experiences, our knowledge, and el impacto que tenemos, the impact that we have on those around us. Every single one of you is an influencer. Even though you don't have 20 million followers, you influence somebody. So everybody is an influencer. So we have all kinds of influences around us, and we also influence all kinds of people around us. Remember that. So remember that every time we share a piece of advice, every time that we help someone navigate a business challenge, a life challenge, or whatever it is, we are proving our worth. Estamos probando que tenemos la sabiduría atrás de nuestras experiencias para compartir contigo, para compartir con otros, ¿verdad? Es hermoso saber eso. It's so beautiful to know that you are a seasoned mujerpreneur. And as mujerpreneurs, we have a wealth of experiencia that can be incredibly powerful when combined with the modern digital tools. Híjole, mujeres chulas hermosas. Social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn are not just for the young. They're for anyone who has a message to share. And here's what I say. The older you get, the more you should show up. Why? Because we see all the young kids. It makes it easy. They grew up with this stuff. But when we can get somebody our age, over 55, to tell a story, oh my gosh, that story is filled with magic. And by leveraging these platforms, we, as seasoned mujerpreneurs, can build a reach and reach a wider audience. We can build a strong online comunidad, and we can drive business growth. Now, as a Latina biz coach, you know that I love to give free tips. I know all my mentors are saying, Marti, you keep on giving, you're throwing the baby with the bathwater out because you keep giving too much. Well, here's what I believe. You can't give too much, because at the end of the day, you can still dig deeper and into my head and into my heart a little bit more and find out more. So let me share some strategies to help you master social media for your businesses. ¿Están listas? Déjenme compartir unas estrategias para su social media, ¿sí? Okay, so first, number one, I want you to think about creating engaging content. Look at it. Have somebody look at it and say, is this boring? I always, my kids are like, my daughters are like, okay, Mom, yeah, that was funny, right? And every now and then you gotta have fun. It can't be all about business. And if you're just like, today, I posted a reel that had an original, voice thing. And I love doing voiceovers, right? Or faking it or whatever you call it, acting or whatever. And I posted it. It had the B word in it, but you know what? It was fun. So focus on quality over quantity. If you don't have the time to post every day, then just post on quality over quantity. Make sure that it radiates with your audience. Post content that resonates with your audience and encourages interaction. Use high quality imágenes and videos to capture tu atención, to capture the attention of your comunidad, of your community, right? Now, secondly, here's the second tip. I want you to leverage analytics. Track your performance using built-in analytic tools. Understand what works and what doesn't. And adjust your strategy accordingly. What do I mean by that? Well, for instance, the other day I was taking a look at when is it that I get the most amount of views on my stuff. And I noticed that if I post like at 3 o'clock, between 3 and 6, I get a bigger view, a bigger reach than I do if I post between 9 and 11, right? But that doesn't always happen. But I am trying it for 30 days and I'm going to see what happens. So the other thing I'm going to tell you that's really very critically important for all of you is to build an online community. Engage with your seguidores by responding to their comments and their messages. How often I look and see and I engage and I comment. Sometimes I comment on purpose to see if they are so big that they don't comment back. And that is the truth. So take a look at that. Somebody who's got 10,000 followers and above usually will not comment on your comment because they're too big. So those are the people that I say they have lost their way. They no longer know what it's like to be down here. And that's what I like about the coaching that I do. I purposely coach, and I'm in the trenches with you and moving my business up to the high six figures along with you. And the other thing that I do is I keep my comunidad, my community small. 300 people or less, so that I can give you the attention that all of those gurus with 20,000 and above followers have forgotten to, that we are still wanting to grow. And they've forgotten how to engage with us. Now they're so busy that you engage with them and they're like dragging you along. It's kind of like, holding a rope at the end of a car, and the car is dragging you along. So remember, engage with your seguidores by responding to their comments. Excuse me, and messages. And then host live sessions and Q&As to connect with your audience on a deeper level, whatever platform that you choose to use, right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Facebook groups is no longer a thing, okay? There's not enough privacy. They're too big, and they're controlled by somebody else. You want to find a platform where you can create a community, where you control the interaction, and you don't have to worry about trolls and things like that. So remember to look for something like that. If you have any questions, make sure to find me on social media at MartiAngel_ELC for Empowering Latina Coach, and ask me questions. If you're listening to me today on this podcast here live on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, drop your question below and I promise I will be the one to answer it. Okay? Now, post regularly to keep your audience engaged. Regularly doesn't mean daily, so don't freak out on me. It doesn't mean daily. No quiere decir que diario tienes que estar allí. Pero si tú vas a postear lunes, miércoles y viernes, sigue con esos días, so that everybody knows that if you're going to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're going to be there and they're going to be there with you. So collaborate with influencers. Micro-influencers are best to collaborate with. People that align with your brand to expand your reach. And don't forget to utilize hashtags. Not too many, but make sure they deal with being relevant to what you're posting, so that you can increase your visibility and attract new seguidores. So important. Muy importante para que te acuerdes, very important for you to realize and to remember that the value you bring to the digital world is immeasurable. Immeasurable. I want you to think about this. Let's say that the social media world is a school, right? Just like a regular school. And in that school, I have 12 teachers teaching social science, 12 teachers teaching PE, 12 teachers teaching English. You get the deal. But here's the deal. Even though they're teaching the same thing, they all bring immeasurable opportunities to the classroom. Each one of them is unique, just like you are unique. So worry not about the fact that there's another Latina biz coach out there. Worry not about the fact that there's another health coach out there. Worry not about the fact that, there's somebody else building a business just like you. Don't worry about that. You will attract who you're meant to attract. Your journey, your experiencias, mujeres hermosas, chulas, and your wisdom, those are your strengths. Esas son tus fuertes. Remember that. We tend to focus on all our, on things that we want to make better, right? Things that we want to make better, but I want you to focus on your strengths. Embrace them. Let them guide you as you navigate the social media world for business growth. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, do not get derailed by negative comments. No te dejes que te tumben los comentarios negativos. Don't let negative comments deter you from your path. Trust me, from someone who knows and has been there. Instead, I want you to focus on the positive impact you're making and the comunidad you're building. Now, if you find yourself dead stop because somebody wrote something nasty on one of your comments and you don't know how to get out of it, hey, send me a DM. I'd be more than happy. If you heard this on the podcast, just say, hey, I heard your podcast the other day. You said that you would throw us a lifeline, and I will be there. Yo estaré allí. So, I want you to remember that you are making a positive impact in the comunidad that you're building. The community that you're building is looking for the gifts that you have, is looking for the type of tips that you have to give, is looking for you, because only you can do it the way that you do it best. Solamente tú puedes hacer, platicar, dirigir como tú puedes. So remember, by unlocking the digital world, by staying positive with your ageless sabiduría, you're not just succeeding for yourself. You are paving the way for future generations of mujerpreneurs. Remember, juntas podemos más. So I want you to think about this. I want you to say, Marti told me, Marti Angel told me, stand tall, embrace your worth, and continue to harness the digital tools for your lifelong éxito. Hermosas, chulas, get ready to take your social media game to the next level. Are you ready? Are you honestly ready to take your social media to the next level? If so, remember that I have something that helps you unlock the potential of your business with a comprehensive social media strategy guide that's available on my StanStore. So now let me invite you. Let's harness the power of ageless wisdom juntas and achieve lifelong success in the digital world. It's going to be so, so amazing. Mujeres chulas, hermosas. I love being here for you. I love the fact, and I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you that I get to get in your ear, right, with this podcast. If you're watching me on the Coach Marti Angel YouTube channel, you made it this far, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and remember to stay alert for when I drop the next one, which is once a week. Once a week, every Wednesday, you will catch me live. And then once a week, every Friday, you can catch it on any of the podcast platforms that you choose to listen to. Because I'm everywhere. My children say that. Mis hijas me dicen, ay madre, estás donde quiera. And my mother used to say, en todo estás menos en misa. But I was there too. Anyway, thank you for joining me today on the Mujer de Éxito Unbounded. This is Marti Angel, your host, tu anfitriona, diciendo gracias por estar aquí. Remember, your worth is not defined by others, but by the value you know that you bring. Again, I repeat, your value is not defined by others, but by the value you know you bring. Mujeres hermosas, chulas, stay strong, stay proud, and continue to shine. Until next time. This is Marti Angel signing off. Adelante, mujeres. Acuérdense que juntas podemos más. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Namaste.